it's not ideal for a team. Also, you don't. I think that stress is not always what you want. And you also, I mean, when you have the same age, I think honestly for me, and actually who does that really well in football is Madrid, right? So, I mean, I'm a Barcelona fan, but Madrid does a very good job at having a squad, a starting 11, current, amazing, but already making sure that once the older guys are at their end, to immediately replace them with a good young talent that can fill the gap, right? So that's, I think, what you need to try and achieve in a way in Formula One as well, that you have one older guy that is at his peak or, close to going over the peak, that immediately you have the other guy to step in to make sure that you don't also as a team go backwards, right? To immediately make sure that the other driver is also there to take over in a sense.
This has been always a tough conversation between me and the gray hair over here. No, you always need to have the two best drivers next to each other, and
they will always try to mess with each other. And at the end of the day, even if the team is very successful now, eventually it will break it up. And I think you will see that very soon happening in Formula One as well.
I think
the current scenario.
I will agree with you guys in the Formula One that exists nowadays, because the majority of the cars finished the race. But back in the 80s and 90s, when 50% of the cars didn't make it to the end of the race, you need to...
What? I'm not saying about that. It's just true.
Like, you need to have a backup plan, because you can't have one car running in first and the other car, your teammate running in P10, for example.
No, for sure. No, it cannot be, of course, that big of a difference. But I'm more worried about the internal fight that you create, and people will leave. If it's the driver, very important people up top that have to, at one point, if it's such a mess between the two drivers, you create, it's a two-sided garage, right? Like you have one side and the other side. And at one point, even it doesn't matter how successful you are, it will break it up. It will create problems eventually. You can deal with it 1 year, quite intense, maybe 2 years, but it's not sustainable for me personally. Like,
especially if you're fighting for championships.
Yeah, of course. If you're not fighting for championships, it's less of a problem, less, there's not really high stakes, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you really see the true color of people when you fight for championships. But it's very tough. And if I would be a team boss, I would never do that.